There is a question in our assignments that requires us to explain what social media is. I argue that social media has always existed in one form or another. From the time that prehistoric man depicted a horse in a cave, or an American Indian smoke signal sending instant information over great areas, to yelling into a giant yellow receiver at a late night telephone call to relatives in Canada, social media has always existed. There is a story of Abraham Lincoln, who, it is famed, sat in the war room to get instant updates on how the war progressed. A classic example of synchronous communication. Messages sent to the war room were read and responded to almost immediately. Asynchronous communication, however, for example, mail, or its current terminology, snail mail, is information sent by the author, delivered by a beleaguered postman, and read by the recipient, not often while sitting on the toilet as it is done now, but at a leisurely pace and quite often with tea and cake. A family affair was created for the letter that was sent 3 months ago from the Australian outback to London. Imagine now then not being able to send a text to your school buddy to say that your bae may or may not have texted you or smiled at you, and not being able to send that immediately. So, social media, what is it? It's a global way to communicate with, to anyone, everyone, instantly, simply and with little fuss. It allows us to communicate often, develop relationships, open up roads that culturally did not exist. It consolidates understanding, creates a depth of knowledge that can be disseminated to millions of people rather than just one or two. It contributes to understanding the individual whilst, unfortunately, allowing the seedy underbelly, or trolls as they're termed, to exist. Security will always be a concern for social media users, but that brings you to the question, what do you use it for? My children use it for their friends, their favourite movie stars, and to join groups that interest them. I unfortunately have to admit to stalking my own little pop star and to participate in the Gangnam Style revolution. Using it in the context of business, especially in the context of early childhood education, can be frightening, but is now a required necessity. Advertising and networking your business must have an online component in order to compete with the current market. Pictures of children playing are taken from behind the children to allow for context, but we delicately navigate around the seedy in order to maximise our use of social media positively. I eagerly look forward to seeing where do we go from here, what's next, and who else in my friendship group will admit to dropping their smartphone in the toilet. Thank you.